Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to San Diego, California for today's Engineering and Public Works Roadshow stop here at Pure Water San Diego. My name is Jason Matson, and I serve as president of ACC California and a principal with Kimley Horn here in Southern California. It's a pleasure to see so many leaders from across our industry, the city of San Diego, and the broader infrastructure community gathered here to celebrate one of the most forward-thinking public works projects in the nation. The Engineering and Public Works Roadshow is a national partnership between the American Council of Engineering Companies, the American Public Works Association, and the American Society of Civil Engineers. And the Roadshow is the first time these three organizations have come together to spotlight the people and projects driving real impact across our communities in America. Today we're highlighting the Pure Water San Diego program, a world-class initiative that will provide a safe, sustainable, and local source of drinking water over the next decade for thousands of residents, hundreds of thousands of residents. This is infrastructure that improves lives, protects public health, and secures San Diego's future. To kick us off, I'd like to invite my industry colleague, ACC Vice Chair to the stage, Kurt Yoshi.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to join you here today on behalf of the American Council of Engineering Companies. It's a particular pleasure to be here in San Diego, a city that represents the very best of what can happen when engineering, public vision, and community needs come together. As a civil and geotechnical engineer, I've spent over 30 years working on infrastructure on projects throughout California and the Western United States, from complex transportation corridors to hillside stabilization and water systems. And while every project presents its unique technical challenges, what's never lost to me is who we're doing these projects for. The people who rely on these systems every day to live safe, healthy, and connected lives. That's why today's event, today's Engineering and Public Works Roadshow, matters so much. This is about more than celebrating engineering excellence. It's about recognizing how our work touches families, workers, students, and seniors. It shows how infrastructure, when done right, becomes invisible in the best way possible. It becomes the fabric of our everyday lives. The Pure Water San Diego program is a perfect example. This is engineering with purpose to deliver clean, locally sourced drinking water using advanced purification technology. It's sustainable, it's resilient, it's a model for our future. And most importantly, it shows how engineers and the public agencies can lead together in service for the community. At ACEC, and through our partnerships with APWA and ASCE, we are focused not on just advancing our profession, but on growing the next generation of engineers. The Roadshow is helping make that connection between the students watching this event today and the careers that will shape the cities of tomorrow. Let me focus specifically to the students that are listening, our next potential group of engineers. If you're passionate about clean water, sustainability, and protecting the environment, engineering is one of the most direct and impactful ways you can turn that passion into real-world change. Engineers design the systems that deliver safe drinking water. They manage stormwater and wastewater. They reduce pollution and build climate-resilient infrastructure for communities everywhere. Whether it's working on cutting-edge water reuse projects like this, like the Pure Water San Diego, or developing infrastructure to protect coastlines and our ecosystems, engineers are leading the way in solving today's most urgent environmental challenges. Join us in engineering, not just to build structures, but to build a healthier future. So, to our partners at the City of San Diego, to Carrillo engineers And to everyone who helped make this very important project possible, thank you. We are not only solving today's problems and water challenges, you are showing the rest of the country what community-driven engineering can look like. Let's keep raising the bar together. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Michael Drennan. He's the Vice President of the Water Sector, North America at Parsons, and a board member of the American Society of Civil Engineers. Michael?
Thank you, Kurt. And thank you all for being here to celebrate this historic project, one that means so much to the people of San Diego. It's a privilege to represent the American Society of Civil Engineers. And welcome to San Diego, where the only thing more precious than beachfront property is a full glass of water. Water scarcity is a persistent concern in California, particularly here in San Diego, where we rely on water that travels hundreds of miles to get here for us. As a native Californian, I've seen how droughts are not rare, but regular reminders that our water supply is anything but guaranteed. We've all been asked to cut back on our usage on occasion during these droughts. What once felt like a given, water flowing freely to our taps, now feels more like a luxury. But engineers don't just like to point out problems. Our mission is to deliver solutions that improve the quality of life. And San Diego is proof that you can live next to all the water in the world and still need a great engineering team to get a glass of it. That's why the Pure Water Project is so important. It's more than an engineering achievement, it's a symbol. A symbol that when passionate, creative, and determined people come together, we can solve big challenges. As Kurt mentioned, the Engineering and Public Works Roadshow highlights projects like this to inspire the next generation of engineers. And I can't emphasize how rewarding a path it's been in my career. There will always be meaningful projects to work on, and you can make a real difference, just like the great minds behind this landmark project. Infrastructure needs are everywhere. Most of you probably are aware that ASCE puts together a report card on America's infrastructure every 4 or 5 years. The 2025 report card had 18 categories of infrastructure and achieved a cumulative grade of only a C nationwide, with half of those categories still in the D range. So projects like Pure Water San Diego are needed across the country in transportation, in energy, in water, and more. The need is there, the work is there, but the workforce actually hasn't kept pace. So to the students here today, if you're wondering how to make a difference, as Kurt said, look no further than engineering and public works. The future is waiting for you to build it. Thank you again to the City of San Diego for their leadership in making this project happen, to diversify our water supply portfolio so we are more resilient in the face of climate change. It's a privilege to represent ASCE and Parsons. Parsons is honored to be assisting the city in our role, leading the construction management team here for this visionary initiative for the past 6 years. And now I'm honored to introduce Vic Bianis, the president of the American Public Works Association. Vic?
Good afternoon. It is a pleasure to be here with you all today. My name is Vic Bianis. I am the American Public Works National President, and I work on the side with Kleinfelder Engineering. So for some of you who don't know what APW is, we're all about public works, transportation, roads, bridges, water, sewer, stormwater, parks, facilities. Anything that involves advancing the quality of life for those that live and work in our communities. So, Pure Water San Diego is one of the most advanced and record-breaking opportunities here in the United States You know, I had the opportunity many years ago to be on the project team during the planning phase of this project. And so I am so very happy to be here and finally see this project being moved forward. From an engineering, construction, and coordination standpoint, one of the most challenging projects out there, and very deserving of the recognition here today. American Public Works' national theme focuses on people, purpose, and presence. And you heard from my prior speakers here, the purpose. So today I want to talk about the people and the presence. Over 2,000 folks, both trades folks, engineers, planners, construction, lab folks, inspectors, all work on to make this project happen. They completed this fantastic group of complex facilities, but they also trained the next generation of folks working with advanced treatment, operating and maintaining complex facilities, and embracing technology in all that they did. So who was that project team? They were engineers that did the planning, design, and oversaw the construction. They were our contractors that put over 1 million labor hours constructing all these facilities. They were the inspectors that made sure the quality of work that was being done met the plans and specification. They were lab folks and scientists that made sure water quality was there. They were our project managers and administrators watching over budgets, schedules, and taking the vision of Pure Water and bringing that to reality. All through this process, that project team was present, even before they started construction. They were out there meeting with the public, homeowners, business leaders, schools, Caltrans, everybody that may be impacted by this construction to seek feedback, to incorporate that into their project. They never lost sight of their final goal. Yes, there was challenges. There were issues with procurement in regards to right-of-way issues. There was construction issues. There were design issues. There were legal issues. And there was a pandemic that they worked through. But they never lost sight of the end goal, which is what we see here today. So on behalf of our partners here and APWA, I want to thank everybody that was truly involved in this project. The engineers, the inspectors, our O&M staff, our construction folks. Your commitment and your dedication ended up building this wonderful facility, as stated by the prior presenters, creating a safe and reliable future water supply for all of San Diego for years to come. And I know we do not say this enough. Thank you for all that you do for us. All right, turn it back over to you, Jason.
Okay, thank you, Vic, and thank you to my industry partners with ACEC, APWA, and ASCE for your leadership with the Roadshow. Now it's time to hear directly from those behind today's incredible venue and innovative program. Please welcome a representative from the Pure Water San Diego team to share more about the facility and its role in the city's water future. Join me in welcoming Doug Campbell, Assistant Deputy Director for Water System Operations for the city.
Good afternoon. I'm Doug Campbell, Assistant Director over our water recovery and pure water for the City of San Diego Public Utilities Department. We are pleased to welcome you to the North City Pure Water Facility, the crown jewel of our pure water program and the future of San Diego's water. It's an honor to stand here beside leading industry organizations focusing on the future of infrastructure. Our collective advancement of infrastructure relies on the momentum of these industry organizations with the collaboration of government agencies, public utilities, academia, consulting firms, and contractors. We share a core drive to improve the environment, to serve our communities, and make a lasting difference in the world, every day and in all that we do. As a public utility leader, I'm inspired every day by the dedication, professionalism, innovation, and expertise of our employees. And I'm excited about the next generation of up-and-coming public utilities and public works professionals. The range of opportunities in a program like Pure Water San Diego is awe-inspiring and expands beyond traditional STEM careers into all aspects of business. It takes a diverse mix of professionals, planners, analysts, engineers, scientists, operators, public information officers, accountants, IT specialists, the list goes on, to imagine and realize the infrastructure solutions of the future. All of these roles are critical to the success of a public utility, whether it's in our day-to-day operations or a major program like Pure Water San Diego. At the City of San Diego, we're committed to nurturing the next generation of professionals through workforce development opportunities and career pathway programming. In fact, we spearheaded development of the California Advanced Water Purification Facility Operator Certification, an entirely new career pathway for our industry. And we're proud to have some of the first AWT certified operators in the state. As we look ahead, we're committed to supporting a workforce capable of changing the world and improving our communities well into the future. Thank you.
Thank you for that insight, Doug, and for hosting us today. I'd also like to bring up Dominic Dowds, the City of San Diego's Assistant Deputy Director for Engineering and Capital Projects. On behalf of the Roadshow partners, I'm proud to present this award. On behalf of all of us, thank you for continuing to be a strong advocate for infrastructure in the city and this wonderful project contribution. Thank you. Now it's my honor to welcome San Diego City Council President Joe LaCava to the podium, who I should mention is also a licensed civil engineer. There you go. And sincerely a strong advocate for infrastructure and the environment.
All right, thank you, Jason. I too want to welcome you all to San Diego, and it's great to be among fellow engineers while highlighting San Diego's progress on pure water. When you take that tour, you're going to get your socks knocked off when you see what they've done, despite, as Vic mentioned, in terms of some of the challenges that we've seen. And I certainly want to thank ACEC, APWA, and ASCE for organizing the tour and the work you do every day. And to the city employees that helped make this tour a success, thank you. And I'm proud to represent City Hall on this road tour. As a San Diego City Council member, I also have the honor of serving as council president. And as Jason mentioned, I have the unique distinction of being the only engineer on the council, and maybe, we're not sure, but maybe the first civil engineer council member ever in the city of San Diego. And as an engineer in private sector, now as an elected official, I appreciate the opportunity to not only vote, but to drive the conversations down at City Hall with the mayor and my city council colleagues, and especially Pure Water, the city's largest and most complex capital improvement project. As I think all of you know, projects of this scale do not happen overnight. And I can remember being a community volunteer on the working group when we jump-started the Pure Water conversation many years ago. But we had the patience and persistence. We never lost the political support at City Hall that said this was absolutely the right thing to do for our city and for our region. For those non-engineers, when they think about infrastructure, they often only focus on the things that they can see and touch, roads, bridges, and parks. But some of our most important infrastructure, the kind that impacts us every day, works quietly behind the scenes. The projects, including the folks who design, build, and operate them, rarely get the recognition they deserve on a public scale. So that's another reason I'm so excited about what these individual organizations do to help spread the word and bring that attention to the people, the industry, and the projects. It is these pipelines, treatment systems, and purification technology that may be hidden from the public's view, but their impact is anything but invisible. They deliver the clean water at our taps, protect public health, help us comply with the Clean Water Act, and provide the reliable service that families in every neighborhood deserve. Pure water goes well beyond just great engineering. It is also an investment in economic opportunity that strengthens our workforce and attracts industries that depend on innovation and resilience. Our leadership here on biotech and biosciences, for example, would not be possible without our infrastructure. And that, of course, is not to also mention our breweries. I think Ale Smith may have helped you along the way, but our breweries consistently tell us how important the quality of water and the quantity of water that we're able to deliver is key that their industry has been able to thrive here locally. But Pure Water, built entirely under a project labor agreement, ensures that San Diego and its workforce remains competitive. This project also exemplifies good government. It is about making use of taxpayer and ratepayer dollars wisely, investing in future-ready solutions that deliver real value to our residents and businesses. And while pure water is vital to San Diego, its significance extends far beyond our city. Here across our region, our state, and across the nation, communities are looking to San Diego as a model of how to address infrastructure investments with creativity, responsibility, and vision. And for that, I must take a moment to thank the engineers at Public Utilities, Engineering Capital Projects, and our transportation departments. We could not do what we do without their tireless work. So with the mayor, our council, our engineers, and all our city employees, working together, we are showing the country what leadership looks like and what engineers can accomplish. We are building a San Diego that is not only stronger, but more resilient and prepared to thrive for generations to come. Again, thank you for taking the time to visit San Diego and our Pure Water program and provide that critical recognition. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, President Cava. On behalf of the industry partners, I just want to thank you for your leadership establishing the city's vision for public works and engineering excellence. We have an award for you to take home today.
Very good.
Thank you.
I'll certainly share that.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think our online viewership went up when President Cava mentioned breweries. So now let's hear from the engineering firm leading the delivery of this incredible project. Please welcome Troy Hedlund from Carollo Engineers to the podium.
Good afternoon. Joe's right, you are going to get your socks knocked off across the street, which is why I didn't wear any this afternoon. I'm Troy Hedlund. I'm an executive vice president with Carollo Engineers, and I'm very honored to be here today. I've spent the last 9 years of my career working with the city on this project, and for me personally, this is a huge opportunity, and it's very meaningful. On behalf of Carollo Engineers and our 27 sub-consultants that make up our design team, I want to thank the City of San Diego for the opportunity to be one of your partners on the Pure Water San Diego program. It's an honor to be here today to celebrate this visionary project. Even as recently as 10 years ago, discussions around potable reuse for most cities were merely aspirational. But with San Diego's leadership, this project has helped change our collective vision of potable reuse from aspirational to actionable. San Diego Pure Water has been a proving ground for the industry. As the first major project in the nation to receive approval for surface water augmentation, it has helped pave the way for communities everywhere facing water scarcity issues. Years of demonstration, pilot testing, and permitting have helped build confidence in the advanced purification processes we've implemented across the street at the North City Pure Water facility. Not only that, but much of the testing and validation that went into developing California's potable reuse standards and regulations occurred at the city's Pure Water pilot facility, which is located a few hundred feet behind us. The advanced treatment technologies in use here aren't just state of the art. They're shaping the standards of the future of water reuse across the state and nationwide. The San Diego Pure Water Program protects our oceans and local watersheds, which are some of our most valuable natural resources. Every gallon of purified water that plant across the street will produce is a gallon that doesn't get discharged to the ocean. By turning what once was waste into a life-sustaining resource, San Diego is setting a new benchmark for environmental stewardship. And the benefits go even further. By creating safe, reliable, and drought-resilient local water supply, San Diego will greatly reduce its dependence on imported water, with the first phase delivering 30 million gallons of water per day coming online next year. It has been and continues to be an honor for the Carollo team to be a partner in this visionary program, the largest infrastructure project in the city's history. For many of us, myself included, this is a once-in-a-career opportunity. This has given us the chance to build an entire cohort of water engineers now inspired and equipped to continue building a more secure and sustainable water future. We are grateful to the city and all of our partners on this project, which include many local and small businesses across San Diego. Pure Water San Diego is a huge win for the city and for the engineering community as a whole, as it proves that vision and engineering excellence can solve our biggest challenges. This revolutionary program sets a national example for water independence and environmental stewardship and shows the world what the future of water looks like. Thank you.
Troy, I just want to thank you for sharing your perspective today and the wonderful work you and your team are doing here at the Pure Water facility. We're all looking forward to the tour later. There you go. Good, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Before we close, I want to thank all of our speakers, our partners, and the City of San Diego, and all of our industry organizations here in person and online for joining us today. This project is what the Roadshow is about: engineering, collaboration, and public service coming together for lasting community impact. We'll now gather our speakers and awardees for a group photo. Media interviews and the facility tour will begin shortly. Thank you.
Great job, everybody.